What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Groupers ready to get this thing started and open the season. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. He rifles one deep down the right side.
This defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the balls are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. It was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Flips it out on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be... What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Groupers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Dangerous return man grabs it inside his 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. So Tennessee's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this this one, David?
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Volunteers have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Forced out of the pocket. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Now the toss. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown ball! This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the groupers send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume for you. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tight end getting vertical. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown Volunteer! Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the option. Now the pitch. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Quarterback adapting. That's reeled in. It's Staley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He caught it! And he just kept running, and he ran away from it. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And he is snowed under. Get the 7. And the Groupers. On their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And that did not help the cause as the punt is marked dead just inside their own 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. With the catch, it's Thomas. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The groupers will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice gain before being run out of bounds. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to...
Trying to burn this defensive back. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. To throw, it's Aguilar. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Vols have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going for 6. Touchdown ball! Fire! Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Caught over the middle. It's Parrish. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He'll keep it, and he's headed left. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Groupers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Wide open spaces. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Groupers will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And some room to work. That's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Staley. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Vols really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to throw on first down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and
converts on fourth down, still going. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception.
It's a seam wide open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown! Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gonna run it. It's Craig. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So here is the Tennessee offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And he makes the catch, but just a hair out of the back of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looked...
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full... They'll go to the fullback. Powers through the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Rides the back on the option to give. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.